It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid baby.
Run away from the beast! No!
What have you done?
No! No!
You've lost it. It's over.
The darkness is back. Lost him. You've lost him. Get out! Get in the light!
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed.
Alright. Without his head, you'll never bring his soul back.
The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your fathers, you know
The child at the hands of your father.
Do you remember the darkness?
Do you remember the darkness?
The beast is bringing
The
it
beast
back.
is back. Bringing it back.
Mother. Why did you leave me?
Bringing it back.
This darkness. It's spreading.
So cool, man. Got a plan.
Father's keeping me
Speaking of
away from
food,
the
right?
others. Away from Tilly. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Tilly.
Hold on. Holy shit. Wicked. Wow, that was cool. Screenshot. Screenshot. Oh man. The gate into hell and hide. You are so close, so close. You are so close, so close. Where are you going, Senua?
Now she has the light. Keep going. Stick the light.
Stay in line.
The beast is down there.
The beast is down there.
She knows the beast is down there. Does she keep going towards
You
us?
should be across the bed there.
The beast is there. You're never safe from him. You can feel him. She needs to find it. She needs to find it. She lost it and she has to find it. Feel it.
Watching you.
Keep the torch
Ooh,
alight.
look at that. Beast is busting through.
Can you see?
What?
Outside! Oh! Cyborg! Oh! Oh! Oh!
No, this is nearly the end.
Mother!
him down. Better fight. Go.
Come off it. Come on.
She can still do it. He's gone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The mirror.
The mirror focus is
Shit.
She's hurt. You're stronger than her. Get focus. Focus. Now. Focus. Focus. Focus now.
Yes.
The mirror.
Focus is coming.
Focus now.
They're overwhelming.
They're surrounding her. She's going to lose.
Behind you! Behind you. Finish this.
End it now.
You won!
Ah, you always get
Focus is building. It's building.
Finish this!
yeah. Ho, ho, ha. Ah. Ragnar, who does it stand for?
Bet you that'll make an hour or something, innit? Okay. Yeah. There it is. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
She wouldn't listen. He was doing his best. She never, ever listens. Why didn't she listen to him?
Oh.
He was trying to save her from the darkness. Zinbo was right. Zinbo was trying to save her from the darkness. But she wouldn't listen. She never did.
Oh God. I hate these voices in my head.
And now everybody is dead because of her.
They're very interesting.
She should have known. She should have. Why doesn't she learn? When will she learn? She doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Now the darkness has Dillian's soul, and it will take it and never give it back. She can search and search, but she will never find it. She's let the darkness in. It's the end. The darkness will take her like it took her mother. She can't resist. Pointless evil.
People that die in the dark, lost souls.
Lost.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rian wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself.
Rian wants to keep
Rian also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
The beast knows.
The beast.
She's falling for it. She feels what he tries every time. Plays into his hands. The darkness is coming. Where's
Oh, wow, this is going to be a big battleground, I bet you any money.
She was never here. It was all an illusion. Why did she fall? She never learns.
Yeah.
Beast. Between reality and illusion. He knows how to play. The lights run out. She'll go.
That. Man.
She'll go.
That almost goes to an end. So you could have been just be part of it, sure. Never know.
She's going to go through anyway. The light will run out.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say,
Power from licking his finger of the
Sigurd
dragon's
should eat
heart
the
blood.
heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold.
Oh, yeah.
Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild, the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep.
Brynhild, the Valkyrie, sleeps enchanted.
Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. He embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild, the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie. You think that's almost, it has to be part of it, wouldn't it? Aha! Okay, look. Maybe. Surely. Ah! You gotta be kidding. Aha!
What are you doing?
Far out, I didn't know where I was going there, but that was coming out. Jesus. So this is what happens when the darkness gets you. Far out, man. That's crap. Oh great, now I'm gonna be dead, infected. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Get up! Get up! What are you doing?
Gotta be kidding. Come on. Alright. Got a dog. Oh shit.
Get up! Get up! What are you doing?
Shit, dog. Oh, well, I'd have to be dead now, man, surely. Look at it. It's all the way up my arm. What a load of crap. Alright, let's do something here. Just having a quick break. Drink more cuppa. Yeah, go to the toilet. Sick. This guy's funny. Down. Oh shit.
What's she doing? She's lighting a fire. She's making light. She's making a fire. She's got light on the other side. She can see. What's the plan? What's she thinking? How's she going to get there?
I knew there was something else. Why have I just rushing your heart rushing? That was a tough battle. A couple of tough battles. What are you doing? Yes, that's how you do it. And to the right, I knew it was through there. Yeah, see, you've got to get all the way to there. You wouldn't be able to do it past that. That was tricky. Oh yeah. This will bring the shadow across. Oh yeah. Thank you. Maybe there could be another fly. It's all about the light and the darkness. There we go. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain. Sigurd should find Brynhild, the Valkyrie, who sleeps in enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild, the Valkyrie. Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild, the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild, the Valkyrie.
is she? Ah! Ah, get away. Oh, oh, look at that. Round blue way, man. Freaky. Wow, you've got to be kidding me. The police is coming, the darkness is coming. Don't get the torch wet.
I hear you.
Come back to me, Shane.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
Oh shit. Get up.
Dillian, I see you. The beast has Dillian. No!
Holy crap.
You're not taking it from me.
I will Senra. I can smell your
No!
Oh, so long.
I am leaving with him.
turn your back
Turn
on
your
me.
back on me. Thank you, God.
That is why Dillian will rot in hell.
God, are you kidding me? Holy fuck, this thing.
Come into my shadow.
Hurt this blood.
Whoa. Oscar. Get out. What the hell? Yeah. Holy crap. Oh shit.
Get up, quick! It's not over. It's not over. Yeah, didn't like that, did you, mate?
Daddy. Piss off, I dodged that.
She's hurt.
Okay, get his paw. Paw's injured. Crap. Ah. tamed a beast. Striked him as he just went to hit me. Oh, look out! Holy crap! Ah! Get in! Ah! Pressing the button, it looked like I was stabbing him. Holy crap, that was full on.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection.
Oh my god,
But
that was
evil
wicked,
can come
man.
from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals. Kept her trapped in that hole.
That's the toughest boss. This is like
She
Dark
couldn't say
Souls,
which was
man.
worse. The darkness,
Shadow Mordor. Bit of that mixed together, actually.
or the monster that her father had
With
become.
Vikings mixed in there.
She couldn't
That's what I
fight them
reckon.
both. And so
With
she
all the
left,
darkness and spookiness,
headed
Dark
for the
Souls
one
and
ray
big
of light
bosses
that shone
and
down on
really
her.
good fighting like that.
If she had
Mixed in with
stayed,
Shadow of Mordor's beasts and
she wouldn't have survived.
background of
But
old school medieval like Vikings. It's just a good
maybe
mix.
Dillian would still be alive.
Vikings, Shadow of Mordor, Dark Souls. Beautiful.
She will save his soul.
With an extra hint
Even
of
if this time
visual effects and
she
visions
can't
and
save her.
cinematics, CGI, etc., etc. So far, I was only giving them
Forgive
about
me,
a
Senua.
65 to 70%.
I know you have no reason to trust me
But
anymore.
now, as the action started to pick up the last
But believe this,
part 5, part 6,
my mission
I've just fought one of the biggest bosses in the game so far. The third big boss, I think.
focus your mind on this quest.
Took on the fire boss, fire god, and the illusion god, Velarani or whatever his name was.
All this time, I wanted to
Now the
protect you
beast.
from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain. To trust him as deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
She's come this far. She wants to be.
You will not survive what's in there. Okay, let's find out.
She must listen to the
I'm just gonna wash my hands and get it done. This guy's having a hard time. Hello? Here's Sharon. How you going, man? What do you think of Destiny so far? You enjoying it? Yeah, good, man. Yeah, I've been waiting to catch up with you. I've seen you playing another game the other day before you got Destiny, and I checked a couple of times today, and you've just been smashing out Destiny too. Yeah, cool. You played the? Yeah, I got the Legendary Edition on Sony. Yeah, so I played all the first lot. I've still actually got one mission left on the whole map of the whole thing, I think, and that was the last big boss of fighting wasn't it the son, where the son came back and got revenge for the father or something? Is that right? Yeah, and then they brought out, what's the other one called? The Iron something? No. Yeah, the Taken King. Yeah, I've got all them ones, but the one after that. Oh, I know. I can never remember the name, but it sounds really good, like the Iron Fist or something like that. Um, oh yeah. And they've upgraded the ships and the speeder bike things and everything? You don't have to fly on shitty things anymore? Or do you still have to collect a lot of armor and gear and get all that stuff? Is that right? And do you still gotta hand it in and hand it in to all your people? Yeah, it's still a wicked game. I love playing it as long as I'm playing with good people, man, because I could never find, like, there was yeah, lots of young people, but I need to play more strategy. Like in the beta the other day, we were kicking ass there for a while, weren't we? I think we defended I remember playing with you, and I was defending the bridge on the left flank where the trees, the bushy trees, sort of on the side of the building, and I'm shooting up at the window, and the guys can actually run downstairs and run out the door and shoot at you as well. Sometimes they come up the stairs and they go over the red line and the countdown starts, but they still run up and kill you and then run back over the thing. Cheeky pricks. Hey? Alright, I just noticed that in a couple of battles the other day. Like, no one had done it until I seen a couple of guys do it. Oh, mate, I can't wait to play the campaign, but I want to play co-op with someone, so I'm glad I've got you and What's our other mate's name? There was another guy that I played with you. He's your friend. You remember? Yeah, that's him, Lounge Lizard. You and Lounge Lizard, so the three of us can team up. And I think a couple of my friends are going to get a turn. Surely one or two of your friends will have it too. So I think it's 8. I can't remember what it said in the store or whatever on the game. I think it's like, obviously it's going to be 8 players, isn't it? Because we played the beta and it's 8 to 12 players depending on which thing you do. But if you play... What do you mean ground war? The war thing? Like the mode? Oh, right. Wow. Mm. Yeah, but this... Oh, mate, but they've only given us 1 map or 2 maps. No, but I mean in the beta I'm talking about, we only got what taste. So that means that mode, particularly war, will have a whole section. Yeah. Of what? War? Which one? The hard point or... I played hard point and the other one, and then I played lots of war. But both weekends. But I didn't really play all the modes. I mostly just played war. I was just enjoyed it so much. What do you mean TDM? Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't clicking on. Yeah, I used to say a lot of it myself, but I've just droned out of it a bit. Yeah, I'm in the middle of broadcasting Hellblade Sewena's Sacrifice, man, and I was just saying in the broadcast, I'm probably still streaming now. I was giving the game about a 70%, 65, 70% up because I fought the first boss. He was a fire boss in Hellenheim, and it's just it's like Dark Souls with the spooky bosses and the mad fighting and shit, and a bit more. The Viking side's got more of the visions and the spooky shit going on and the Viking stuff, and a hint of Shadow of Mordor in there because of the old school and the beasts and things like that. So it's like a triple mix to me of them 3 games, because the second boss I fought was an illusion boss in hell. I fought the fire boss and he was pretty tough, but then the illusion guy was called Velrani, and he was throwing these blades at me and flipping and illusions and all sorts of shit. It was really tricky and really fast. But then I just fought this massive boss, man. It was a beast. It was down under the caves underneath the mountain somewhere. And I had to go through do these, you know how they got the special codes, like a vision code where you got to sort of find them, and then you press R2 to use her senses, like a bit like the Witcher sort of thing. And you sense in and you find the symbol, and then you'll sense in on it, and you'll get the 3 symbols on the big gate, and you'll go through. But it's bloody wicked, man. And after fighting that third boss, I reckon I'm giving it about a 75 to 80 now. But I'm only up to part 6, part 7, and there's about 10 to 15 parts in it or something, or 12, because I've seen it go. I've been watching it, and it goes right up to after 10, 11, 12, so I'm not sure exactly, but that means it's a pretty big game for only 25 gigabyte. Jeez. It's just full on, mate. I love it. I reckon they've done a really good job with it, and it's based on mental health and based on some of the makers and co-writers were involved with mental health and people with schizophrenia who have people that get psychosis and have visions and everything. One of my mates who's a ex-motocross champion from the 90s, late 90s and early 2000s, and he's a mad guitarist, and he walks around the streets of Moolumbar in New South Wales talking to himself. His name's Jeff, but he's a really good-hearted guy. And when you actually sit down and actually have a conversation, he holds a good conversation most times. But he's just messed up, and he talks himself and walks around talking himself. But he's real friendly, and he tries to borrow $1 or $2 off people for a drink. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I've known him for like 20 years, man. And he used to owe me up to $800 sometimes, $600, like credit, loan of money for cigarettes, bit of pot, whatever. You're not drinking, because he used to drink a little bit. But, you know, he's changed now. He's sort of trying to get better, you know, and he's not on he's not smoking like he used to and all that stuff. So, yeah, I've helped him a lot, actually. He still owes me $30 because I helped him the other day. Yeah, but anyway, I just can't believe how intriguing it gets as you go along in the game, man. I reckon you should get it, man. It's only $40, mate. I can't believe just how cool it is for $40, and just I'm like a few hours into gameplay, and it's far out, man. Go and watch. I'm broadcasting now. If you go and have a quick look and just fast forward it through the gates and but I'm actually, there's a couple of good battles where I've got to fight this big, massive bastard with skulls and horns on him, and he's got 2 axes, and he throws axes at you, and he charges at you. But then there's another guy with a shield and a spear or sword, and then once you finish them off in their hellish flesh mode, then they turn into like a shadow thing, smoky shadow, hell demon, and then you got to fight the shadow part of them. Like, it's full on. Oh man, yeah, and that's why you shouldn't fast forward it, because, well, fast forward it through the bits where you can see me walking through and getting through the gates. Yeah, on YouTube, man, PS4 Pro. I got the Pro, and I got an Xbox S, the new Xbox S that came out a month or 2 ago, and I'm trading that in November. Yeah, well, the Scorpion got delayed, man. Otherwise, I would have had the delay. Yeah, the Scorpion comes out in November, the same time as the games, basically. Hang on. Let me just check I've got a little note here, because I've got good mates that work at EB, and he gives me discounts and helps me a bit. And he gave me a few discounts when my nephew came down from Queensland, and I bought him a Warcraft hat. You know the game Warcraft? World of Warcraft? Oh, what? Sorry, man. Is that me? That was an error or something there. Yeah, you know the game. Have you actually played it or seen it? World of Warcraft? Have you seen it? Have you had a little look at it, oh man, you're missing out, bro. It's pretty good. But I got into it a few years ago. Hey, you can marry people and do all sorts of things. I think, yeah, it's pretty spun out, but it's got some it's like a mixture of Elder Scrolls cross. Hang on, let me think. Elder Scrolls cross Diablo cross this, but it's sort of third person, cross between third person and a bit of camera overview scroll around sort of thing. But it's really good. It's like, because the camera can come right in, you can bring the camera right in on the battle. It's so cool, man. Like, you can't do that in any other games. But they brought out there's been 7 games or 7 expansions or 10 expansions. They're right up to one called Legion Edition. And the one I want to play is Chaos War or something like that. It's the 3rd one that came out about 5 to 8, maybe 12 years ago, something like that. Or maybe less, yeah. Yeah, but there's actually another 4 or 5 that have come out over the last 2 to 5 years. And they take a while to make the games. They take at least a year to 3 years sometimes, don't they? For games like that. They're so big. So that makes it would be at least 5 to 10 years since the first couple came out. But I want to go back and play some of the other ones. But Oh yeah, I played Elder Scrolls. I've got a good friend who plays it now still. And I started playing Skyrim because Skyrim's just like it, but it's more third person and fucking, you take on dragons and some of the video clips and things I've seen, I can't believe how wicked it looks and you're fighting dragons or flying or something like that. Have you played Skyrim? Don't you fly dragons? And you fight all sorts of creatures and, yeah. Oh yeah, my brother gave me them years ago, the original one. The one that came out on Xbox 360 and computer and that. I had that, the original Oblivion, but then they came out with another one. Didn't they do a remake of it? No, they had like one, and then they had Elder Scrolls, then they had another, like, Skyrim, something like that, yeah, and then they had Tamriel Online, is that right? There's like four, that's the fourth one, and now Skyrim, that's the fifth one. So I've played one or two of the originals, a little bit of it, and Oblivion I shouldn't have traded in. I don't know what happened to it actually. I'm not sure, but but there's a game I got on Xbox. What's it called? And it's very similar to that. Oh, shit. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, the 3rd of the 11th, 17. Now I've got a list here and it says release dates. My mate wrote it down for me. He's got on the bottom. It's got Shadow of War, 11th of the 10th, which is a Wednesday, I think. Yeah, because I actually had I had it all marked out. Excuse me. Sorry, mate. I hope you don't mind me having a chat to you. What are you playing? Oh, that's right. Shit. You'd be having a tough battle for sure. You should be broadcasting. I'll save the video clip and upload it and I'll watch it and I'll subscribe to you, mate. Didn't you join my my World War II clan, didn't you? Community. Well, if I get a decent clan going with just a few people in it, like good friends like you, me, Lounge Wizard, and a couple of older young people like us, you know, like from anywhere from 18 to 35, you know, like, because they're more mature and they don't talk shit and whinge and make funny noises like a lot of the younger people do. And I know you know exactly what I mean, eh? Because I've got 637 friends, mate, and I know at least a quarter of them are trippers. They're good, they're okay, but I don't know. Some of them are real nice friends, but they just, I don't know. There's always the odd few out that after a while they'll start squeaking or making a noise or they get hyperactive or something. You know, they get real excited when they're playing games. Well, it's not so much that. A lot of them are just happy excited because they're playing games and one's called Garrick something, and he said, "Can I join a party with you or something?" Because he's got a bit of a, I don't know, I think he just talks funny or he talks a little bit loud. I don't know, and he has a bit of a disliking from some gamers. I don't know, something like that. I've noticed a few gamers like that, but I'm in a bullying campaign on Xbox and stuff, so, you know, I'm nice to everybody. I've had some young fellas and older people say, "Yeah, you're a pretty cool dude, Dan. You're very straightforward and you're honest and you got a good sense of humour. You have a laugh and you try to give you good broadcasts." Yeah, it says I'm live now. Actually, yeah, on my laptop. I better get back to it, eh? Yeah, if you want to pause your game after you strike for a minute and then just come and watch it right now. I'm about to walk up these stairs after I just fought this big beast. It was like a four-legged bull, but like a minotaur bull demon type thing. It was massive, man. You wait till you see it. It was huge, and it took me like 10 minutes, 20 minutes to fight it, and I didn't die. Not once, but I was close a few times, like where he'd hit me and I'd be like in wound mode, where you're sort of staggering a bit, and then you get like one chance or two chances to dodge out of the road from the death strike, and then you can press R2 and use your special sense. It's like everything goes white, like light, because it's like light and darkness. And when you're in the dark, the evil come and chase you. And I actually died for the first time after the whole part, up to part 7 almost I'm at. And I haven't died once, but I think you'll see if you watch this broadcast from tonight, which is about over an hour. Because I walked through the water and my torch went out and I had to run. And you're running and then it goes into like the demons are talking and you can see all the light going red and black and it's like a demon's chasing you up this rocky tunnel thing up under a mountain. And then I go into this crawl space with the torch, without the torch, sorry, and I'm trying to get through and I hit a wall, a glitch or whatever or something. Not a glitch, but like you ran into the wall by accident because you can't really see. And if I kept going around a bit more, I would have got through, but it was like he got me and then it's hard to explain. It's like she's screaming and all these demons and flashes are trying to attack her and she's on the ground going, like, it's full on. That's the best way I can explain it. But when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I mean. But yeah, I know that. Is that you watching? Oh, right. Sorry, bro. What? Have you got the laptop on this so you can still play a game and look at it a bit? You know, that's what I do. No. Oh, well, you should watch this bit because I bet you something freaky is about to happen. I just killed the big boss and now I'm walking up these stairs. Holy shit, I've got to... Now, the checkpoint circle's coming over. The gate, Hella's Gate. Go up there. Yes. There's a massive giant. I bet you I've got to fight or something. I remember a story that this guy keeps telling me in this game. Mother. How the hell do I get up here, man? I won't let the darkness trick me again. Holy crap.
I know you're safe with the gods.
What the hell?
I can feel Hella's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me.
Whoa,
secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past.
Ah.
I'm here for Delia.
Here we go.
I will fulfill my
She
vow.
has to kill Hella. So I've got to kill Hella. The giant. Hella, the giant that guards the gates into Hellenheim. She's like a massive giant or something. Whoa. She must defeat Hella. You've got to be kidding me. Now I've got to fight another boss. A bigger one. I just took on this beast, man. It was hectic. You've got to be kidding me. See what I mean about the game? It's so intriguing. It just makes you want to keep going. And she's a not a bad looking Viking chick too. She's got nice muscly arms and pretty good looking, big blue eyes. Yeah, all the good stuff. All the yummy bits. There we go. The bridge is broken. She can't fix it. She can. She's done it before. And now I've got to walk across this big wooden plank. And you got to balance. Sometimes she's going to fall and you've got to use the left stick to try and balance her back on it. Like, it's very sensitive and a spun out game the way, like, far out. I've got to go real slow because she'll fall off otherwise. And you can see all this, it's like a Celtic tattoo, like a black scarring, squiggly scarring all the way up my right arm. Every time you almost die or die, the poison of the darkness get feeding closer up your arm, into your soul, into your body. That's what happens, you know what I mean? That's how it is. That's pretty full on, eh, for a story in a game, like the way they've done it. You'll see what I mean when you watch the broadcast. You'll see my arm and you'll actually see, I mean, if you spend a bit of time watching it for the last couple of parts, you'll see me die with that freaky thing going on with the, like, demons going everywhere and freaky lights and shit, like, and she's rolling around the ground holding her ears and eyes. She's just like a demon's trying to eat her soul or something. It's pretty cool how they do it. It's just the whole game thing and the lights change. It's not like it goes from a normal game into like something spun out, you know, vision wise, you know, visual effects and shit like that, CGI. Yeah, it's pretty spun, and it does look very realistic, man. It's like she's actually walking over a bridge. She can't cross the bridge. Yeah, but there's always a little trick how I get to fix it.
The final battle.
The final battle?
Back. It's the
What?
final task.
It's the final task. Yes, it is. Before I fight Hela.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it?
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it?
Mother.
You
showed
me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world.
And explore new
paths
paths
into the unknown. So you just got to sort of
to lead so that others may follow.
somehow pull it
Or
together.
to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift.
Wow.
And
How
our
the hell are you
duty.
going to do that?
I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Stop it. My little American puppy's just barking. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. She heard a dog bark way down the valley. This is in the country. And can you hear her? She's going, "Arr, arr, arr." Got a real cool growl on her. I love it. It's a cute growl. Oh, like a red nose, blue nose, a purebred American pitty, but I just say Staffy because I don't like people knowing, you know. Yeah, that's right, and I'm teaching it to be loving and kind and to kiss instead of jumping up and biting because I've got a little... I know that, but I'm in Australia and that's what makes it even worse, mate, because Australians are really animal lovers and I've got a little sheepdog named Jazzy. She's a miniature sheepdog, like she'll chase sheep and flies and muster up cows, whatever. She's so smart, man, intelligent, very loyal. She's 5 years old and she shakes my hand with both hands. This one's only 6 months old and I've had her since she was 3 or 4 months. And now she's a tiny bit taller, aren't you, Shadow? Yeah, I'm talking to Uncle Izzy. Uncle Izzy's knowing about you. Yep, Uncle Izzy said g'day. Uncle Izzy from America. She's sitting on this little... Yeah, well, I always say me mates are their uncles, you know, because, you know, if you're good mates, will always look out for them if something ever happens to you, that sort of thing, and that's how most people are in life, you know, with animals. Yeah. But she's a beautiful little black thing, and she's a little bit taller than my dog. But my landlord, I've been living here for almost 2 years, and I remember telling you I lost my wife 5 months ago after 20 years ago, 20 years, my son's 19, you know, and yeah, excuse me. Well, I'm just, not really, bro, I'm finding it hard because I've got my ex-girlfriend from fucking 30 years ago, been in love with me for years, and she's had a couple of bad relationships or whatever, got on with her life and travelled and partied and whatever, and she's had a daughter, and her daughter's like 11, and she looks up to me a bit, and I sort of say, give my goddaughter a hug and things like that, and she's been causing me a lot of grief since I've been grieving. Like, she puts pressure on me, and she's whinging about the dogs, and I said I got a new pity puppy. It's one I ordered because I lost my first dog. It's about 3-4 years ago or something. Well, sort of. She's a good girl. She loves me, and she's pretty genuine, like very sincere. And she's wanted me to come down there and look after me a bit because got a bit of organ failure and sort of like a type of cancer and things like that, you know. And I'm on this new trialing medication that, you know, because I was watching a doco the other day, and that scientists have found a couple of new trialing things for, I think it's some sort of brain cancer or a type of cancer. They've found some sort of new thing to kill the cancer cells, a new trial of how to kill it, a couple of cancers, and autism or Parkinson's, something like that, and a couple of heart disease or kidney and liver disease things, and yeah, so I'm going through a bit of that organ failure stuff, and I've been in hospital a fair bit since I've lived here, like even when my landlord I said, hey, I'm sorry, man, for being so ill and losing my wife. I've been more stressed and sick since I lost my wife 5 months ago. I'm sorry, I had a tear in my eye. And he said, yeah, I know, I've had seen the fucking ambulance come here fucking 8 times, fucking rah, 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 like that. Real rude prick, you know. And I just shook my head. I couldn't believe it. He's supposed to be my friend. I've known him for 2 years, and I speak so highly about this guy. Yeah, to everybody. And I just met 4 new musicians the other day, just yesterday, because he's got a massive house on 20-30 acres, and he's a nice guy, mate. He's a good friend. He's given me a lot of advice. He's helped me change my life. I've become a bit more of a musician since I've been here, because I'm buying an antique. I play guitar and a little bit of a guitar. I've got an electric guitar that I took down there to try and tune it. I tried to tune it a little bit, and I met this real tall fella, Chris, and they were singing songs like, what is it? Woke up in the morning and I got myself a beer. You know that song? Fucking, how does it go? Hang on. No, it's not, it's more of a rock and roll. It's a really good band. You'll know them. I just gotta find it. Hang on. Because I had the song in my head, and I know it too well not to. Because once you know it, you'll say, oh yeah, that's a bloody good one. Everybody says that. Hang on a minute, what have I done here? I better keep going up these stairs. What's going on here? Aha. So I've got to make the stairs. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. What? Are you doing it by yourself? Because apparently that. Oh, really? Yeah, apparently there's 3-player strikes now, and a few other mad updates and modes that are put in there too. And there's a bigger story mode, and you get lots more story. What was it long though? And it was decent. It wasn't like as boring as. And it was a good battle and good story, better than any of the others, that's for sure. Because if they, apparently from what I've seen, watching a lot of YouTube and the E3 stuff and all that, where the actual gamer people talk about it, the real producers and that, they put a lot more story depth. It might not be big missions and like long, like 20 missions or something, but they put a lot more CGI and a lot more dialogue and special effects and shit like that. And from what you're saying, it sounds like they've done their job. What do you mean, like for 4K or 1080p? Meaning what? So we can't play it on our PlayStation or Xbox. Oh, right. Wow, man. Was that you that just came in? Well, you should keep watching. I'll show you how the stairs appear. Was that you that just came into the screen? Because I'm trying to work it out, but it might not be it yet. Usually when you see something like this, you use your sense and it just brings the set of stairs together, but it doesn't seem to be doing it right. It mustn't be in the right spot yet. What's through here? Here we go. Oh no, I thought that was a little passageway, damn it. How the hell did we get up here anyway? Oh, we got up there. Wow, let's go up here then. Here we go. Far out, this looks good. Look at these big horse heads, mate. It's like the gateway into Helena. There's the bridge.
She can do it.
I've fixed the bridge. Look at that. See? She can still see the secrets of the gods. Wicked.
So special.
Shall I fix it?
She has the sight. She can see all her secrets.
What? Well, how else? Well, that part's fixed anyway. Aha. Let's try this part here.
Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this
Hey, bro.
Ragnarok.
There you go, mate.
Destiny of the gods.
I'm broadcasting at the moment, bro. Just doing a sort of a solo broadcast.
Mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death.
Sure, man.
People will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard.
That's good, mate.
Will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through.
I will as soon as I do this, man, but I'll catch up with you and play a game with you soon, but I just got to finish this. I'm almost done. Yeah. We've got some people, well, yep. You should know it. Danny Grove. Yeah, that's my gamertag name, but it's got my name in there as well. Dan. You can call me Dan. No. You want the YouTube thing, don't you? No, I don't, bro. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It's very popular, I know that, but I've got too many to play at the moment. More of a medieval shooter strategy game. Yeah, pretty much. Look, I've got to have a break for a minute, bro. I need to make a cuppa, and I'm just going to pause this broadcast for a second, because a couple of people are watching it then, and I'm not concentrating, so I'm losing people out of this thing. Yeah, I need to concentrate. It's not your fault, bro. Don't worry about that. It's just sometimes people want to come and say hello, and people are doing something important sometimes, that's all. I mean, it's not really that important, but, you know, if you're into your professional hobbies and gaming, you've got to look after your... You've got to look after your fellow gamers in the world and your friends and just people in general. It's out there. I don't care whether people watch it. I just put it out there because it's respect. Isn't that right, bro? Isn't that right, Izzy? All right. Yeah, bro. That's probably because you just like to talk and you like to play games and whatever, man. Some people just look at things stupidly. I realize now that I'm more happier than what I thought, putting my real name and being really honest, because I got more friends and more respect out of it in a sense. But now I would have rather be a bit more discreet. I just wasn't thinking, sort of. I was just laid back about it because I'm an Aussie for one. And Aussies are pretty laid back, most of them. Australians. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Well, so whereabouts do you live? Izzy was asking. My other mate was asking you. Who was, and who was that? Who were they? Why would he cut your dog's foot off? That's stupid shit. If anyone did that, I would just kill him, man. I'm telling you. No one would ever touch my dogs again. I lost my first dog. As I was telling you before, Izzy, I lost my first dog. That's how I got onto the story. I was in a house, a 2-story house, and I had 4 flatmates, and this wannabe. Do you know what wannabe means? A wannabe biker, meaning a want to be, meaning I want to be, meaning someone that pretends to be someone that they're not. This guy had tattoos and he was short and fucking fat gutted stocky prick, and he rode a Harley, but he wasn't a biker gang bike. He tried to be, and he stood over this guy Matt a little bit, intimidated him. He'd only been there 8 weeks, and I came there with my mate, and he appreciated that and knew I was a pretty good guy and had a wife and family and that. And then he lost the plot. He attacked my mate one night with an axe, and then somehow my dog got killed, and he reckons some old lady couple ran over it, and blah, blah, blah. And he reckons they kept coming here, trying to say g'day to me because they felt bad. The old lady felt bad. She was crying, about my dog. But it was a little blue heeler Jack Russell, and it got killed. It was my first dog, and it was my son's dog. That's why I put the order in for this American Pit Bull through my mate. And then my wife just died 5 months ago, and now I've got a Mitsubishi Magna and a American Pit Bull for $1,000. I got it now. I just registered and insured the car the other day. I'm renewing my license, and I'm about a week. Hang on, mate. I'm a week away from moving, so I'll be playing as much as I can for the next week, and then I won't be online for up to a week, maybe 2 weeks, until I set up my internet again. But I'll just let you know too, Garrick, because if you want to play Infinite Warfare or some other games, I can do it as much as. No, it's an example. So no, I've got Black Ops 3 on Xbox, and Infinite Warfare on Xbox, and Forza 3, and Battlefield 1. But I've only got Mafia 3, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Horizon Zero Dawn, Just Cause 3, Assassin's Creed, Infinite. Yeah, it is. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, the new game that just came out, which I'll be broadcasting next, and Aragami, Assassin Dead Ninja. He's a dead assassin ninja brought back to save the village and the city, and he's just full on, mate. He kicks ass with his sword. There you go. That's my games. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Wow. I gotta go, man. I've got to go for a minute because I've got to have a break. I need to have a break for a bit and clear my head because I've been playing for three hours. And I need to finish this broadcast, and I can't keep talking because I'm going to get distracted talking to you about my dogs and stuff. And I need to concentrate on the broadcast because people are waiting for me. Like, not people, but you know what I mean. It's the right thing to do. I've got to concentrate. So you broadcast your Minecraft or something, and I'll come and watch you soon, all right? But we've got to play some other games together. You can't just play Black Ops and Minecraft. You've got to learn to play other games with people, but you got to. Yeah. What about Blacklight Retribution? Well, you should play it. It's got zombies in it, and it's got multiplayer. It's really cool, man. Yeah, but that's too old now and too repetitive, mate. It's too old and repetitive. No, it's not. Black Ops 3 is not the best in the world. World War 2 just came out, and I played the whole beta on last weekend and this weekend, and that is going to be the best game ever. You should have, yeah, but you should have. I was busy broadcasting and playing with people all around the world. It's a new beta. You should have done it too. You should sign into Activision, and you should have downloaded the beta. So next time a beta's on, I'll help you get the beta, alright? Alright. Alright, well I'll come back later and I'll play some other games with you later, but I gotta go now, buddy. Okay? Alright, bro. Peace out, bro. Yeah, well, if you're playing other games that I've got, I'll play them with you. Like, there's lots of free games too, you know? Did you download Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry? That's a free DLC from Black Flag. And you're an assassin running around killing people. It's really cool, man. You got your own pirate ship. I'll help you if you want. You can watch me in the broadcast, and then what ones you get stuck on, I'll tell you about, and then you can go play them. Yeah. You got to keep flying to the marker point. I'll show you later, alright? I'll come back. Just keep... Just go into my broadcast and watch Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, and you'll see me go past the storm in the ship, and you'll know exactly what to do, alright? Peace out, my brother. Ah, Jesus. Oh. Far out. I had to politely talk as best as I could there just to get rid of him. I don't want to be nasty. I'm not a bully and an arsehole like some gamers are. How you going, bro? Did you kick butt or what? You still playing the Destiny or not? Trying to get at me. It's pretty cool. Hey, what'd you think of that fella, man? Little Garrick. Little Garrick, the talker. The gamer talker. Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't concentrate and I'm still broadcasting. It's just, I've lost interest in the game. I want to change it sort of now. I need a break from it. I've been playing for a while. Oh, this guy's worked up. Oh, yeah, no, that's all good. Yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm going to have to go back one, I think. Hang on a minute. What have I done here? Defaults. Oh, no, I see it. You have to create the doorway first. Oh, what? Oh, what the hell did I just do, man? You son of a bitch. Ugh. Hang on a minute. I just want to check something. I've got to go back in here just to check. What? Have you got the settings on your voice open to people in the broadcast and shit? Okay. Now how do I do this? Audio sharing settings. Here we go. Yeah. Include microphone audio and video clips. Include microphone audio and broadcast. Share party audio. Video clips and broadcasts will include audio from players in the party who allow their voices to be shared. Alright. So hang on a minute. Includes microphone audio and video clips. Just override settings. So if I click, mine's not clicked, then it won't work for you. Is that right? I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, kidney and liver, bro. No, I don't drink really. I've never been a drinker. I'll smoke a bit of I like smoking pot, to be honest, because it's just my thing. Yeah, but I've worked most of my life. I've just had a lot of accidents, mate. I've got pins and wire and bolts in my legs and back from. I've been waiting 20 years on the public waiting list. It's ridiculous, mate. I don't mind your voice being shared in the broadcast, so I'll let yours go. But old mates, I couldn't handle fucking far out. I mean, as soon as I came in, I started talking a little bit, but I don't have a little young squeaky voice, and I don't continually change the subject talking about a dog and like that story he made up about his dog, and then he said 10 years ago, like I could just tell he was bullshitting a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hang on, how can it be 10 years ago when you're only young, man? What, were you 3 years old when your mum told you the story and you can remember it to that detail? Yeah, right. Ah. Oh, wow. I played the demo. If you have a look in my broadcast, I broadcasted the demo of Knack. You know that game, Knack? He's like a little particle robot, and he can disintegrate into a little robot or into a big giant. And he's got this super punch and power of energy and stuff like that. And he's taken on this massive big robot giant now. Oh, and he just got clubbed. Now he's fighting back. Oh, and he jumped away. Oh. Ooh, the robot did a big sonic blast on the ground. Now he's jumped back up on the rock and he's throwing big cement blocks at him. Oh, and now Knack's about half his three. Well, he's a bit bigger than Knack, put it that way, but not too much bigger. Knack still holding his own. Oh, he did a super punch. Now he just went left, right, bang. Now he's using the square. You know how the square button comes up on the screen? And they tell you to press it in some games. Yeah, he's just doing this CGI thing now. He smashed him through the gate, the robot. Yeah, go Knack. You should download the free demo, man, and have it. It's like a little arena of battle. It's sick, man. It took me ages, and I played it on hard. It's like easy, then normal, then hard, then super hard. I played it on hard, and man, that was tough. You watch my broadcast, it only goes for about 10 minutes. So next time you go and have a look and subscribe and leave a comment and tell me what you think. I'll have to. Have you got your YouTube, your broadcast link in your profile where I can see it easy, like some people do? Oh, okay. But it's actually good, man, because once me and you start playing with a few of the boys on things like World War II and maybe, I don't know about Shadow of War, but I'll be broadcasting that for sure. We'll get more likes, and if you want to help me build up my broadcasters, you can get all your friends to subscribe to me as a favour. If you want to help a guy out that's down on his luck and lost his wife, and I'm actually in a place that she got for me. Getting back to that story, the reason why I got the American Pity was to cheer me up because I lost my first dog, that little dog that I told you about. Now the medical vet told me that yeah, that hang on. Yeah, he had, when dogs get run over or hit by cars, they got scratch and scrape marks from trying to get away when they're dragged. And he had no signs of anything like that. He had a strange lump on his head and everything, and I knew that the cunt killed the dog, that arsehole guy that was the flatmate, and that broke my heart, eh? He laid him over on the grass, like 10 metres from the highway, where, like, just past the fence, like across our little country road, and then there's a big bit of grass, then a fence, then a big bit of grass down the highway, and they laid him just there to make it look like he got hit. And he told a story about old guys, an old couple hit, and the lady kept coming back with the husband because she was upset, and well, this is weeks later. He ran around the house with an axe trying to kill us all. There was a guy there trying to do a tattoo on me and my mate. I designed this mad tattoo just on a shitty bit of paper, just drawed a bodgy picture of a blade, a knife coming down with scrolls run across like an army commando thing, and it says Brothers in Arms with some flames. I created that, and he actually just took that bodgy picture and just went bang and created this mad fucking drawing. And it was my creation, meant to be about loyalty and freedom and love and family and honoring yourself by having self-respect and loyalty to the world, to your community, to your family and friends, because it was just one of those things, brothers in arms, and it represents passion, loyalty, family, things like that, and looking out for one another, just like they did in the wars and in other situations, like in September 11 and like the fire brigade and people like that. Yeah, I don't know, just one of those things you think of, But because I've already got a tattoo on my left arm with a scroll and some flames with my wife and my son's name in it, and a bit of a one that I've got to get repaired on my chest, I said to him, why don't you get one, because you haven't had your first one yet, and I'd like you to experience it first. So I did the honourable thing for my mate, and as he was ready to start, this guy lost the plot. And after the neighbours coming across telling him to calm down, he's run around turning the lights out, fucking screaming like a drunk idiot. I ran up the stairs and threw 3 punches at him and clipped him on the third or something. I lost my balance and he kicked me or whatever, and I sort of took a step, sort of leaped, and I could either land or just fall back and roll down. And I tried to do that, and I ended up breaking my leg in 3 places or something. I didn't realise. And I hopped off, and he said, yeah, run away, you fucking rah-rah. And I said, yeah, we don't run away. We've just had enough of your standover tactics. Fucking, we're cooking stir fry with beautiful marinade pasta or something, and you put it with all this crap and spaghetti and pasta and this sauce and this crap, and you make this big broth of shit that you don't even know what you're cooking. And we eat it a little bit out of respect in front of you and your copper secretary bitch who was working at this. I felt sorry for her. And we'd walk off into our room, and then I'd feed it mostly to my dog that I had, because I was trying to be respectful, but we just copped enough of his crap. His name's Rodney J. Turner, and I hope all you Aussies out there are listening to this. Rodney J. Turner, JT. He's just short, stocky, fat prick with tattoos on his arms with silver sort of hair. He's got a bit of a redback spider tattoo on the side of his head. And he tries to be a wannabe biker, thinks he's a big gangster and all this crap. And he's robbed and stabbed people and did home invasions, and he burnt down someone's $200,000 boat. The police have come and questioned me and Jason, and we went to court. We were the victims, and so were the other people, And they told us how he's been wanted for home invasions and bashing other people over nothing, like drugs or money, just a psycho. And burning down someone's $1 million boat or $800,000 boat or 200,000, I don't know what it was, but it was a very expensive boat. Yeah, like he's a piece of shit. So keep an eye out for that fella. I've given a good description. Short, got a bit of a beer gut. Short, fucking got tattoos on his arms, and he's got a bit of a redback spider on his face, on the side of his head, like just above his cheek somewhere. I think, can't remember which side. He's got short, sort of silvery hair. Hasn't got much hair at all, actually. And he's an asshole piece of shit scum. I help people, and I'm kind to people, and help the community. My wife helped the homeless and worked for Salvation Army. She was a child psychology, and I'm all about that. She taught me to have patience and peace. My partner Belinda, and the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm having a lot of trouble, trying to get through this, because it's, now I've got this dog. My landlord's terminated the lease, and he said, look, I'm not being nasty to the dog or you or anything. I said, but we just can't have 2 dogs here. But he knows I'm great. No, it's 20 to 30 acres, mate. It's massive, mate. No, yeah. He reckons because he's trying to say it's a normal tenancy, where the lease is finished, termination. I said, so you're not really kicking me out or being nasty. You're actually going to give me a reference and all that if I leave the place clean and everything and all that. He said, yeah. But I had to. I said, are you kidding me, mate? I said, I've got nowhere to go. How am I going to pay for the hire of the trailer or the truck? I've got to go somewhere to some camping ground or whatever the crap. And he knows that I needed, not really. I've got to drive 2 hours. I'm trying to renew my license. I had a learners and I was going for my provisionals in Queensland, and I've sat for the practice test twice and I got 5 wrong, and I got only 2 or 3 wrong. If I keep doing it, I'm going to get it. As long as I get my learners and go for my PISA, I'll be right, because I've got a registered car now, I'm insured. I've got 3 of the 5 things done out of, the main things. I've got 2 of the most important out of 5 of the important things done. And number 1 is my health. Number 2 is insured and registration and a license. And I've got 3 of them so slowly taken care of. I'm on my 2nd month of my special meds that they're trialling for people's whatever. Well, the last one they had was real bad, yeah, but this one, I get a few headaches. Apparently you get headaches and sometimes you can get a bit sick, but everybody's different. Most people have got really good, no effects. But I've had a lot of headaches and a little bit of sickness because it's just working on my immune system and I'm fighting. I jog with the dogs once or twice a day usually when I'm feeling good. But I've taken them for a drive and gave them a fair bit of exercise and a few runarounds yesterday. And they've had a big day, so they're pretty tired. And the day before that, I jogged with them twice. If it's not every day, it's every 2nd day at least. So and I let them out the front and they run around and play. But he knows I had no money left, and legally you're supposed to give notice, a month's notice, or 6 weeks, or 2 weeks, or whatever. And I've paid my rent up to date for the past year, to almost 2 years, mate, 18 months or something, And I just paid him the last lot of rent. Well, I just paid him the last lot of rent 2 weeks ago or something, and then I just got paid, and I registered and insured my car with all that money. And I've been broke, and I had to go talk to the manager at my St. George Bank that I've known for 20 years and say, can I overdraw my account $50, which is going to give me $50 less because I had to buy food and dog bones to get me through into next week. And I know I'm going to be struggling again next week, I guarantee it. And I've got a mate that owes me 30, so I'm hoping he'll do the righty, but he's a bit messed up, so I don't blame him anyway. Because I'm a good bloke and I'm not selfish and greedy, and I don't get cranky and want to bash someone like most people do just because they owe you a bit of money or something, like, it's ridiculous. Well, fuck happened?
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of the army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks.
Bloke
The ship
grieving
of
and
the
lost their
dead
girlfriend or
will
their
set
wife would
sail.
want to go and have a fresh start, wouldn't they? Makes sense, doesn't it? So, but still, when someone's lease is up, but they're actually cheekily and rudely got other intentions behind them, and that's why he's done it on purpose, and I sort of already gave him notice 2 or 3 months ago. What's wrong with an American pit bull? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I was lucky. My mate Easy said he was very training, right? Yeah, she did it. Ugh. Oh, come on. I tried to dodge, man. It's crap. I just dodged to the left and the wall was in the road. You still should have let me dodge, but a crappy... Got to be friggin' kidding me, mate. Pieces of crap, I'll kick your ass, my son. Asshole. Cheeky pricks. Get up there. Get up. That's it. You're a Viking. Boom, get up there, girl. That's it. There we go. Oh yeah, invitation, okay. Hello? Yeah, mine did that before. Yeah, as I was saying, where? Oh yeah, I was just in the middle of a battle and I got distracted. I tried to dodge and these guys snuck up on me. I don't know where I am, yeah, I know. I just can't understand why he's being nasty over a dog. And really, it's sort of technically the lease is up, but I know that he's got other intentions. I know he's really just being a smarty pants about it, and he's been nasty. I know he's been nasty about the dog, and he's trying to say he's not been nasty. Oh, what? I already did this. What's this? Are you watching still? Oh, someone was. Yeah, watch this bit. I want to show you how I fixed the stairs. Like, you can see the stairs, like, you can see the bridge is broken. You can see all these glittery, shadowy bits, like vision stuff. Like a sensory vision thing. And if you look in the right spot and put everything in the right spot, you can fix it with your vision sensory thing. Doesn't say anyone's watching, but that's right, you'll see it in the broadcast. Now I'm putting the sensor on. There you go. Fixed. See that? How cool's that? It might be a bit delayed, so you might have just seen it as I was saying it. How cool's that? Did you see it? Where I just... Alright, I just wanted you to see the bit where she sort of looked forward and then you see the bridge sort of go zzz, and it was there. And it looked pretty realistic, eh? Here we go, this is where the guys come out. Watch this. Hang on. Here we go, there he is. This is where I died. What's this? Yes, you can't get stuck in a corner, man. I'm having a battle, man. I'm fighting this big dude with a big horn on his head and a guy with a shield if you want to have a look. They're pretty tough. There's another two now. Oh, smashed him. Ah. Oh, yeah. Now this big guy with the shield. I'll show you how I do that sensory thing. Holy crap. Here we go. Watch this. Jenny Grove. Yeah. Matt, holy crap. There's another three. And there's the big guy with the action. Holy shit. Ah, there's four of them. Holy shit. Check it out, man. This is filth. We've got to get this game.
Behind you.
Oh.
Find a good position.
Ah. Ah. You still watching? Because I'm about to die. Come on, get up. Come on. Well, it says you're watching. Oh, I got him, see? Now he's turned into a smoke bomb. Ah, finish it. It's nearly over. Ah. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh, what? Yes! Yes! Far out, that's hard shit. And I'm playing on hard too, man. I'm not playing on easy or normal. And even on normal, it's a bit tricky, I'm telling you. It's just one of those games, it's a bit like Dark Souls-ish, you know? Dark Souls-ish, in the sense of hard fighting. Like, there's guys there that just appeared, man. I just fought 3 or 4 of them, and then another 3 appeared, and they were tougher. Like, that's hectic, isn't it? It's just such a sick game. I reckon you should get it, eh? I guarantee you'll thank me when you get to about this far. When you get to where I am, you'll be going, yeah, man, this is a sick game, Jan. I'm glad I got it now. Guarantee it. And I've been playing for a lot of years, so I've got a lot of experience behind my advice, you know. And I know it doesn't count to some gamers, but experience technically does count for a lot. And man, you both know that, don't we? Pretty sure we do, anyway. She can fight her at Ragnarok. That's it. Hela will want to fight her. Well, I'm mad. Hold it to this.
She can take Dillion's soul and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just see the quick shooting. Everyone was running around in World War II doing that. But that's not how real... Yeah, well, that's just a cheeky quick way. That's... If you want to get really good rep as a sniper, you do it properly, mate, like I was doing. Laying there, and I was defending the bridge the whole time for years by sniper and all those dudes in that left building. I was doing well there for a while. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's it. On Battlefield 1, I wish I had it on PS4, but I've got it on Xbox, man. Unfortunately, that sucks. If I play that with you, that'd be a sick game to play.
She can't win.
Oh, man. Nah, but you still got to have both for the exclusive games and for the really good games, and just so you can have a different... It's a break. Like, to me, I'm a Sony man, but I've started liking Xbox because I've had patience and given it a chance, and I've realised that there's so many cool games, because you got to remember, it's Microsoft, man, one of the biggest companies in the world, and they've got so many games themselves. Even some of the games, I can link my Xbox OneDrive account through my laptop and Microsoft to both accounts, and I can just do all this cool shit. So, I don't know, I think I disagree in a way, because I think you should give it a bit more of a chance next time, and if you do, go for the Xbox Scorpion, which I'm going to get, because... No, I mean the Xbox Scorpion, the new one that's coming out. Yeah. Well, the Pro's pretty close to it, it's just not as powerful and won't have as much storage and what, but I still think the Pro kicks ass. Oh yeah, PS5's already coming out. They already talked about it. Oh yeah, but it's still better. I know, they're supposed to be doing it in 2019, I think. Because they can't just, they even said it's only been, the PS4's barely been out a year or so they've got to give it a bit of time. Can't expect just to make another one 15 months later, that's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. They got to compete, they've got to keep competing against each other, that's just the way it is, right? Forza 7. Oh, I was just about to say that. There must have been something wrong with this. Man, gotta get that one over there now. How do I do that one? Gotta get over to there. Is that you watching, is it? Huh. Multi-skilling. What the hell have I done wrong? I've got to do 2 parts of the bridge. Ah, right. So I've got to go there now. Oh yeah, that's where it's going to look. Oh.
The Northmen say the world will come to an
The
end.
Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then mankind will turn on itself. That's pretty much what's happened anyway. The brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they are of their kindred. Times will be hard, crimes will be great.
It will be an age
of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin. Gotta make it sound good for the watchers when they do watch it anyway. Yeah, true. Maybe I should try that. No, I've taken a wrong step recently. Yep. Oh, that's alright. No worries. Oh, you got a little daughter, man. That's nice, bro. What's your daughter's name? What's your daughter's name, bro? Sorry, buddy.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle.
Amelia Rose, that's beautiful.
Their watchman will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world.
To watch.
And Odin will speak with the severed
Yeah,
head
Talisa
of
Santana, after the
the
band.
land of the giants will
My
thunder
daughter and Lehigh. Lehigh
The
Harley,
gods will
and
assemble.
my
The
goddaughter's
dwarves will leave
name
their
is
stones.
Cayenne.
The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream.
Well,
and
we
tear
haven't
corpses
spoke
with their
since
yellow beaks.
since their mum's died because everyone's too depressed and it's only been 5-6 months. But I'm hoping that I can go down. Yeah. I want to go down to Tasmania and see them one day after a year or something, you know. When everyone's had time to heal, you know. No, my son's up in Toowoomba somewhere. He's working with his stepdad and people. I've got to have a break. I'm parked. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't realise it was so late. Peace out to my broadcasters. Thank you for watching. I'll come back and finish this last boss fight with this big Hela Queen hell guarding bitch, whatever she is. Alright, peace out. That's 2 hours and 26 minutes. I know I was talking for 10 minutes there for a while, but having a break. But I got back into it for you and had a little battle there again. So there you go. Trying to look after my watchers and friends. Mostly doing it for my friends and for just new gamers around the world. And there's a shout out to you, Ray, for being an asshole and trying to be nice and smooth about it with the at least finishing off. But realistically, we all know that you're being cruel to the dog when there's nothing wrong with the dog and you've got a big property. I'm happy to build a fence and put her on a big chain with the harness. She's always with me. She's never here around him or his guests. You know, they're always inside with me, and I let them outside and play, and then I take them for 2 runs. So it's not like I'm not giving them a good life, you know. And now I've got to leave next Friday, and I've got to just take a risk and do all sorts of stupid shit because of him. You know, so I hope he watches this on YouTube one day. Someone will notice it. Some of his friends have got kids and stuff, and I live at fucking Evron Road with Ray Cat, and he's the coolest landlord and friend I've ever had, probably in a lot of ways. But I think he's a bit. Even his own mate said he's a tight ass, mate. He's pretty kind. He's given me a lot of advice, and he's helped me change my life a bit. I must admit that, but he doesn't shout back. He's a real tight ass. I've shouted him dinners and desserts and banana pancakes and fucking heaps, a couple of times giving him smoko when he hasn't had any, and shouted him heaps and had a laugh with him, watched the footy, helped him do work around the property a fair bit here and there. Like, you know, and the last 3 tenants ripped him off. Yeah, the last 3 tenants ripped him off and owed him money and everything. Never helped him, never did any work. Every time he pulls up, all through winter, he'll pull up. Yeah, he'll pull up in the van, and he'll drive down the driveway once a week or at least twice a month or 3 times a month in winter when it's really cold. And I'll run down there and unload the firewood. He'll just chuck it straight on the big long veranda, big wooden veranda. And then I'll stack it, he'll drive into the garage and I'll stack it for him up against the wall, nice and neat, so no one can trip over and it doesn't get wet. And then I'll stack some piles in the fireplace for him, inside. I've got to open the door and carry a couple of piles in, you know. Plus I've tried to grow a veggie garden, and I've been polite to his guests and nice to his guests. I've met a lot of nice people. I'm even laid buying an antique violin off his sister. Yeah, I had $60. I had $60 paid off on it, and I had to take that back and pay it on the last fortnight's rent because I'm moving out, and now I've got to put the deposit back on it so I don't lose it. And it just sucks, mate. A little bit. I've sort of booked into a camping place where I can get a little cabin or a camping thing, and I like the idea of that. I'd like to go and have a break, and I don't even know why I'm going down there. I'd rather go somewhere that makes me happy, somewhere that, you know, yeah, yeah, that's true. It's just, I'm getting a lot of pressure from my close friend. I know, but she doesn't understand that I'm grieving, and I need time to grieve, and she just rushes it too much, and rushes, and now, because she's got a house yeah, that's what it is. She's in a house, and she's got a 3-month lease. She's only allowed 2 dogs. She's happy to get rid of one of her dogs, but she wants me to get rid of my new pit bull puppy that loves me and Jazzy, and I've never had a dog before. This is my first dog ever. Both of them are my first dogs that I've ever had, because I had a bad experience. She didn't get fucking half killed by a crazy man and lose her dog in a bad way. She's had heaps of dogs. She's selling them and breeding them all the time, and she tries to make excuses all the time. And I started talking about the dog and how nice they are and how close to getting and how happy, and I said I just, you know, trying to say that I just want to go and camp and have fun with my dog, you know. And she said, and then she sent a message saying, I'm pissed off now, fucking, I rang you and tried to work everything out, and I'm willing to get rid of my dog, and then you go and start talking about the dog thing again. I said, and it's like, can't I have a nice conversation with you and enjoy my dogs at all, and I'm sharing my feelings with her about how the dogs are making me feel while I'm grieving and stuff. And she's whinging about stupid shit that's got nothing to do with what she's even on about. You know what I mean? Sending this friggin' message, like, give a bloke a chance. You've known me for 30 years, mate. If you love me, you'd let me grieve properly and stop rushing me. Now, when I move down to this caravan park and I'm 20 minutes from her, she's going to be fucking hounding me and hounding me, and I'm just going to, as soon as I get there, I'm just going to say, all I want you to do is just fucking back off, man. You've pressured me for the last 5 months, and I've been in and out of hospital sick. I've had no chance to grieve over my wife, because between you and Ray, my landlord, being nasty over a dog and all sorts of shit, I haven't even had a chance to enjoy my first dogs properly, because I've had my wife dying. I've had in and out of hospital myself fucking, how many times have I been in hospital and the dogs have been stuck here and, you know, there was a mess everywhere and she chewed my fucking Xbox earphones. Then now I've got special Turtle Beach Xbox American Pitbull proof earphones now. And they still work too. And I can still talk in the parties and everything. How cool is that? So she didn't totally wreck them. That's good. I'll probably use them for another couple of years, mate. I don't care. They don't have the soft padding, but I just put my beanie on and I use the soft part of the beanie on my ear to rest the earpiece against. It's because she's ripped all the soft padding off, you know. She's such a cool dog. I'll have to. Are you on Facebook, bro? I hate Facebook. I don't really want to be on it. It's just bullshit. Too many fake people and backstabbers and hackers and weirdos and shit. If anything, I'd rather be on Skype. If you've got Skype, I'd like to get a Skype thing going with you or something. Yeah, that'd be good, man. I'd like to have a decent friend on Skype. I don't want to share any of my personal friends with my, like, you know, I can't even work out how to close my Facebook thing. I want to close the whole thing down and delete everything. Because I'm just over it. I don't like that shit. It's too personal and there's too many backstabbers. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. Select to choose what happens with this device. Do you know how to... Oh yeah, I've got to do that transfer of my photos and stuff too, eh? I better get some rest because it's pretty late. Oh wow, I'm still broadcasting here, wow. Where's she running to? I'm way up here again. How do I get up here? See, I'm on the wrong angle. I've got to get... How the hell? Wow, man. There's one bit I haven't done right. Ah, that's alright. I'll finish it later. Peace out. To the gamers.